Church fam, my name is Monica Morgan, and I have been associate at Monterey Church since 2018 because of my amazing husband, John Morgan. Despite me being raised and continuing to be a practicing Catholic, I began attending service with Johnny because two of the main pillars in our marriage is that God is at the center of our marriage, and it is important to practice our Catholic faith together. During this pandemic, I have been in a season of waiting. My season of waiting consists of 4 main points. John has already explained the craziness of our coast to coast to coast moves, but then there are the other 3 things. I am still waiting to heal from my grief over the loss of my mother passing away in November 2019 and the strained relationships of my sisters. I waited a total of 11 months before returning back to my work as an occupational therapist, and I'm still waiting for my Johnny to come home. So here's what I've been learning. Just because my anxious Polish tendencies tell me nothing productive is happening, God continues to move in my life. He is working all things out. Cue the worship song, I Hate to Love, Yes I Will by Vertical Worship. John has already mentioned the blessing of our extensive support groups from various places and backgrounds, so know I say ditto to that testimony. I have had to constantly remind my heart that God only has good plans for us, not to cause us harm. He placed our household in this amazing neighborhood, which reminds me of my childhood neighborhood. You know, the neighborhood where everyone talks over their fences, knows your face when you're walking by, and supports each other. Cue Jeremiah 29:11. Shout out to all my medical professionals who are grinding it out on the front lines. You will get my analogy concerning grief. I'm learning that grief resolution is not an antibiotic that you take for a certain set amount of time, and then you are cured from your ailments. Grief is a path you walk on and take on a daily basis. In other words, it will always be a chronic condition I have, but I can work to make the symptoms less agonizing and more manageable. The biggest thing I have learned is that rest is a good thing. It is not a sign of laziness or weakness. Resting has allowed me to learn my new settings in San Diego, absorb the beauty of his world, grow deeper roots in my relationship with him, and truly feel the joy and reckless love in trusting the Lord and His will. Cue Psalm 40. The beauty of this season has been God has not abandoned me. He wants me to come to Him with the good, the bad, and the ugly. So how do I go to Him? By taking time to rest and listen. This is difficult for a Polish woman who loves to talk. I listen closer by being intentional with my D group ladies and service attendants, both at Monterey Church and the Catholic Church community I found here. I listen closer by taking time to read daily devotionals, the Bible, and books on how to better understand and deepen my faith and prayer life. Cue A Praying Life by Paul E. Miller. And finally, I listen closer by taking intentional time to pray. This includes the Rosary, especially a Divine Mercy Novena, reading through the prayer wall I've created on the mirror in John's absence, and journaling with God. The overall lesson, seek God with a humble heart, He will provide. Cue Matthew 6:26-34. Sending love and praying hedges of safety around my sailor and all those who serve in the United States military, and a heartfelt thank you to my Monterey Church family. I do not deserve the love and support you all give away so freely, but I will continue to do my darndest to make you proud of the sassy Polish Catholic woman I am. Love you all.